Welcome to Grants Pass Nuggets American Legion Youth Baseball. Nuggets Baseball is live on gpnuggets.com and is produced by J-Ree Sports and PlayActionSportsMedia.com. Welcome to Grants Pass Nuggets American Legion Youth Baseball and the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week. Grants Pass Nuggets Baseball online at gpnuggets.com is presented in part by Hellgate Jet Boat Excursions, People's Bank, Southern Oregon Sanitation, Riverside Ready Mix, Affordable Truck and RV, Grants Pass Tire Pros, CPI Copeland Paving, Jim Siegel Auto, Applegate Well Drilling, Evergreen Federal Bank, Mach Ford, Timber Country Coca-Cola, Les Schwab Tires, and by DNS Harley Davidson. Join us here on gpnuggets.com for all Area 4 League baseball games with the Nuggets. This is Grants Pass Nuggets American Legion Baseball. Now let's take you to the ballpark.
Welcome into the nightcap here from Klamath Falls, Oregon. I'm Josh Eldridge, ready to bring you the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires on gpnuggets.com. And getting right into the action, as a matter of fact, here on the nightcap. Nick Bassendorf steps in to lead it off for the Nuggets against Garrett Campbell on the mound for the Klamath Falls Falcons. We'll get you the starting lineups for both teams in just a second, presented by Riverside Ready Mix, beginning with your Grants Pass Nuggets. For Grants Pass, leading off and in the box right now is the shortstop, Nick Bassendorf. Colby Dinkle is hitting second and in right field this afternoon. Tyler Rund hits behind him in center field. The Southern Oregon Sanitation cleanup hitter is Andy Lacey in left. Braden Bellum is going to be starting on the mound for the Grants Pass Nuggets tonight. Cade King is hitting in the sixth hole and at third base. Big Cade King responsible for 7 RBIs. We'll get to that a little bit later, recapping game 1. Bassendorf fouls that one off, a 2-1 count to him now. Going back to the starting lineups, Ike Gillian in the 7 hole behind the plate. Jacob Mehmet is going to be at first base, and rounding out the order, Sean Tobin at second base for the Grants Pass Nuggets. On the mound for the Falcons is Garrett Campbell. Bassendorf takes strike 2. Bassendorf takes that pitch. 3 balls and 2 strikes to him now. Two balls and 2 strikes to Nick Bassendorf, the leadoff hitter in the nightcap. That pitch sent fairly deep into left field, and getting under it and making the play is the Falcons' left fielder, John Tacchini.
Now batting the right fielder, number 13, Colby Dinkle.
Colby Dinkle stepping into the box now for the Nuggets. That pitch gonna get through our left side of the infield for a base hit. Colby Dinkle having a great day at the plate so far this afternoon. We'll get you his totals in just a minute as we continue with Tyler Rund up at the plate.
Center fielder, number 11, Tyler Rund.
Tyler Rund is going to take that pitch on the outside part of the zone for strike 1. Again, after Tyler Rund, it's Andy Lacey. Taking off for from first, heading to second, and making it in there safely was Colby Dinkle. One out in the inning. 1 ball and 1 strike, 1 runner on to Tyler Rund. That pitch going to be sliced foul. Strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tyler Rund, in that first game for the Nuggets, was 1 for 4 in the 13-2 victory for the Nuggets. Big offensive explosion there. 7 RBIs coming from Cade King. More of that just a little bit later. Right now in the top of the first inning of the nightcap. Game 2. This is the 4th game in Area 4 League Conference play for the Grants Pass Nuggets. Also the 4th game for the Falcons. The Falcons, though, still looking for their first win after being swept by Roseburg, outscored 20-5, and potentially could suffer an even worse loss to Grants Pass, but don't want to speak too early, as the Grants Pass Nuggets still have to be able to work offensively, as Tyler Rund thought that was ball 4. Instead, it's called strike 3.
Out number 2.
Rund not too happy about that one, but Campbell gets his first strikeout of the game.
Fielder, number 1, Andy Lacey.
Brings up our Southern Oregon Sanitation cleanup hitter this game, Andy Lacey. He was the winning pitcher in Game 1 for the Nuggets. Andy Lacey in Game 1, 4 1/3 innings, 4 hits. He gave up 2 runs. He struck out 3 and walked 4 in the winning effort in Game 1. Now, Andy Lacey is going to be in left field. Excuse me, he's going to, in left field will Andy Lacey. No balls and a strike to him now as he takes that one. That one will be up and away. A ball and a strike, 2 outs. The runner on second is Colby Dinkle. Andy Lacey, the only left-handed bat in the Nuggets lineup tonight. Move back to second. Nothing doing. Dinkle gets back standing. Andy Lacey, graduating from Crater High School in 2021. The youngest player for these Grants Pass Nuggets. Also the super utility, playing left field tonight. Pitched in Game 1. We've seen him at third base, second base, as he swings and misses at that pitch there. He's played a little bit of third base, second base, shortstop as well. He played center field a couple nights ago in Medford and now in left field. Head coach Jeff Weiss deemed him the super utility, can kind of go anywhere, and also one of the key starting pitchers for the Nuggets. He's going to be one of the motors that keeps this team running as they trug through that 20-game league schedule along with their non-league games, as the Nuggets continue with non-league play tomorrow in Eugene at the Grant Smith Wood Bat Tournament. First game against the Lane Renegades. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Andy Lacey. That pitch chopped down the first base line. Campbell comes up with it, tosses it on to first for the 3rd and final out of the inning. The Nuggets leave one stranded. That's Colby Dinkle at second. Still scoreless as we head to the bottom half of the first. You're watching the Oregon California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires. GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Welcome back to the Oregon California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires. Heading to the bottom of the first inning here on GP Nuggets TV. As Braden Bellum gets the start for the Grants Pass Nuggets, the lineup he'll be facing goes like this. Number 19, the left fielder John Tacchini leading things off for the Falcons. Number 12, Caden Bolanos in center is hitting second. Blake Loney designated hitting and in the third spot. Drew Rabel is the cleanup hitter at first base. Number 26, Scott Lewis is at third base. Brady Whitlock in right field. Noah Huffman, the 7 hitter, will be in center field. Jacob Moore at short, and Caleb Waits behind the dish for the Falcons. As we get started, Braden Bellum on the mound for the Nuggets. Bellum came in relief for 2 innings against the Medford Mustangs. Didn't allow a hit. He struck out 1 and walked 1 in Game 2 against the Medford Mustangs. He only pitched 2 innings, so he's good to go for the start here tonight. The 2-0 pitch is fouled off for strike 1 to John Tacchini. On deck is Caden Bolanos and Blake Loney. Pitch to Tacchini is jolted into right field. Going back, but making the catch easily is Dinkle. First out of the inning brings up Caden Bolanos.
The batting center fielder, number 12, Caden Bolanos.
Bellum finding his pitch. He's going to deliver to Bolanos. Bolanos swings and misses. Strike 1. That pitch will be taken for a strike. Ball and 2 strikes now to Caden Bolanos. Braden Bellum coming set with the 1-2. To the plate. That pitch hit on the inside part of the bat. It's going to drop in front of Tobin for a base hit. No one covering first, so it'll be a base hit for Bolanos.
Now batting the DH, number 22, Blake Loney.
Move over to first, get him back easily. So fresh count for Blake Loney. Runner on first, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the first inning of the nightcap here from Klamath Falls at Kiger Stadium. Braden Bellum getting the start for the Nuggets here in Game 2. Coming set, kicking and firing. That pitch going to be high and out of the zone to Blake Loney. Loney in the first game going 1 for 3. That pitch going to be hit and fouled back. Blake Loney, one of the Henley Hornets from this spring that went all the way to the state championship game, falling to the Banks Braves 3-1. The Banks Braves, with that title, would go on to win the Triple Crown, winning both football, basketball, and then, of course, baseball. Only the third team in the state of Oregon to do so in the history of Oregon prep sports. As that pitch hit on the ground, Mehmet picks it up, fires to second. They're going to have to tag. The ball gets past Bassendorf. Rounding second and heading for third is Bolanos. The throw there gets over the head of Cade King and into the dugout. No, it's going to roll back out, and he's not going anywhere. So Mehmet gets the force out. Makes it 2 outs, but now a runner on third after back-to-back errors.
Now batting, first base, number 24, Drew Rabel.
Drew Rabel, the first baseman, now gets a chance to try to do some damage and strike first for the Klamath Falls Falcons. It's up to Bellum now to try to bail out his defense. For the Nuggets, it was all about the defense in Game 1, and I believe they're going to be talking at the plate about whether or not maybe that ball went out of play. Meantime, though, I'd like to give you our road trip and weather report for the nightcap here from Klamath Falls, presented, of course, by Affordable Truck and RV in Grants Pass. 75 at first pitch of Game 1. It since cooled off a nice 63 degrees at game time here at Kiger Stadium. The wind has died down as well. Was 12 miles an hour blowing out to the northwest in the first game, and now about 9 miles an hour blowing out to the left field fence. As I believe we're still conversating, head coach Whistler looking to try to figure out what's going on. Coach Whistler, an assistant on that Henley Hornets team that went to the state championship game, assistant to head coach Adam Randall, and of course the head coach of this Klamath Falls Falcons team. Was also the head coach of Mazama High School when they won the state championship in 1996. He head back to the dugout. 2 outs, runner on third, and the Klamath Falls Falcons look to strike first in the nightcap. 13-2 victory for Grants Pass in Game 1. So fresh count to Drew Rabel. Bellum kicks, fires. That pitch, a nice hard fastball, going to find the zone. Rabel in Game 1 was 1 for 2. A sacrifice fly, had an RBI in the 5th inning of Game 2. Timeout is called by Rabel at the plate. Gives us a time to set our defense for the Grants Pass Nuggets. Behind the plate is Ike Gillian. At first, it's Jacob Mehmet. Moving over to second, Sean Tobin. That pitch going to end up foul. As you can see, Nick Bassendorf, the shortstop, watching it go out of play. At third base, the big bat in the Nuggets lineup tonight is Cade King from left to right field. In left, it's Andy Lacey. In center, Tyler Rund. And in right, it's Colby Dinkle. As that pitch is hit in the air, Sean Tobin going to go ahead and grab that one for the third and final out of the inning. The Klamath Falls Falcons leave one stranded, still scoreless, as we head to the second inning on the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires on GP Nuggets TV. Welcome back to GP Nuggets TV. You're watching the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires. Game 2 of a doubleheader here tonight from Kiger Stadium. Stepping into the box now for the Grants Pass Nuggets is the pitcher Braden Bellum, looking to get the rally started and help his own cause as we are scoreless through 1. Different story from Game 1 as the Nuggets had a 5-0 lead after the first inning over the Falcons. This time we'll see what Garrett Campbell can do, trying to silence this Nuggets lineup. That pitch to Bellum will be fouled off for strike 2. Strike 1 is a swinging strike to Bellum. On deck is Cade King and Ike Gillian, the 5-6-7 hitters due up in the lineup this inning for your Grants Pass Nuggets. Garrett Campbell finding his pitch. Out of the windup now, kicks, fires, he checks his swing. Did he go? Bit of confusion at the plate, and he did not go around. And the Klamath Falls faithful here at Kiger Stadium did not like that call, but regardless, it's a 1-2 count. Campbell looking to redeem himself. A fastball, no, it's a nice changeup, going to be on the inside part of the plate, so now the count even at 2. Braden Bellum looking to get it done here and lead off his Nuggets here in the second inning. Pitch from Campbell is in the dirt. 3 balls and 2 strikes. After being up 0-2, Campbell might be a little bit frustrated with that no-swing call. But you got to get back on the horse and throw your strikes as it's a 3-2 count now to the leadoff hitter, Bellum. Braden Bellum swings right through that one on the 3-2 count, and he's sent packing. That's Campbell's second strikeout of the game. Brings up Cade King. 7 RBIs for him out of the 13 runs scored for the Nuggets in Game 1. A grand slam to kick things off in the first. And Cade King trickled in a couple more runs, an RBI double and a 2 RBI single later on in the game for him. Totaled 7 RBIs in Game 1. Of course, his grand slam was Game 1's Mock Ford drive of the game. Mock Ford on 6th Street in Grants Pass. A 1-0 count to Cade King now. Campbell kicks, fires. That pitch is going to catch the zone, evens the count at 1. On deck for the Nuggets is Ike Gillian. And Campbell on the mound for the Falcons. Set the defense for the Falcons after this. That pitch, smash, that one is high. It is deep. One bounce off the wall for Cade King. He is seeing the ball extremely well, and he strolls into second base. Cade King is seeing the ball better than anyone on the diamond tonight, and that is a one-out double for the Grants Pass graduate of 2019. Ike Gillian now stepping into the box. The catcher of the Grants Pass Nuggets and our Play Action Sports Media player of the game from the series against Medford. As he lays down a bunt there, it's going to end up a foul ball down the third base line. We'll set the defense for you quickly for the Klamath Falls Falcons. Of course, on the mound, it's going to be Garrett Campbell. Behind the dish for the Falcons is Caleb Waits. At first base, it's going to be Drew Rabel. At second, let's see, we don't have a second baseman on the lineup, Coach Whistler. At shortstop, as that pitch is popped out left field, making the play is the left fielder, Takini. Out number 2. Try to get the second baseman for you. It'd be number 11, Noah Huffman. At third base, it's Scott Lewis. In left field, it's Takini. In center, it's going to be In center field for the Falcons, it is Caden Bolanos, and in right field, it's Bailey Whitlock. 2 outs in the inning, a 0-1 count now to Jacob Mehmet. Mehmet going to be a senior next year at Crater High School, as he pitched great his sophomore year in Crater's way to the state tournament, an 11-0 record, sub-2 ERA for Mehmet last year. Couldn't get on the mound as much as he'd like as he grounds that one straight back to Campbell. The throw to first will end the inning. Still scoreless through 1.5 innings. The Nuggets leave one stranded. Still scoreless heading to the bottom of the second inning. You're watching the Oregon California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires on GP Nuggets TV, live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Welcome back to the Oregon California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires. Getting right back into the action as Sean Tobin slides into shallow center and makes a fantastic play to start the bottom half of the second inning. Grounding out there was our leadoff hitter and the 5th hitter in the order for the Klamath Falls Falcons, Scott Lewis.
Now batting the right fielder, number 8.
That brings up number 8, the right fielder, Bailey Whitlock out of Mazama High School. So 1 out, and that brings up Bailey Whitlock, the right fielder again out of Mazama High School. He's the 6th hitter in the lineup for the Klamath Falls Falcons as he takes ball 2 there. Braden Bellum into his second inning of work now. He got out of that first one unscathed. That pitch chopped towards the third base side. Cade King gets it on a hop. Throwing on the run, a nice pick out of the dirt from Jacob Mehmet. And I believe they're going to say he pulled his foot off the bag. So it'll be an infield single for Bailey Whitlock. Brings up our second baseman, Noah Huffman. Move back over to first. Whitlock gets back easily. Watch his lead as Mehmet has something to think about over there. Bellum delivers to the plate. That one fisted off the inside part of the bat. Foul, a diving play by Jacob Mehmet in foul territory for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, number 3, Jacob Moore.
That brings up the shortstop, Jacob Moore, 8-hitter in the lineup for the Falcons. As Whitlock takes his lead off of first. Bellum comes set. Move over to first. Very close play, but Whitlock dives back safely. plate right now is Jacob Moore from Hosanna Christian High School. No balls and a strike now to Jacob Moore. Bellum delivers a breaking ball, just broke outside of the zone. That time for ball one. Moore, the number 8 hitter in the lineup. Should he get a chance here, on deck is Caleb Waits, the catcher for the Klamath Falls Falcons here in the nightcap. Move to first. That one might have got him. No, very, very close. Whitlock playing with fire with his secondary lead off of first, as Bellum is definitely onto his games over there. Throw down to first. Mehmet staying in front of it. Bailey Whitlock on first of a base hit, a one-out base hit. An infield way to beat it out as Mehmet took his foot off the bag, allowing Whitlock to get on first. That pitch, watched go by right down the middle to Jacob Moore. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. Braden Bellum trying to find his put-away pitch as Whitlock takes his lead off of first. Bellum checking his runner. Kicks, fires to the plate. A fastball swung on and missed. The Nuggets head back into the dugout, looking to break this scoreless tie as we head to the top of the 3rd inning. Klamath Falls Falcons leave one stranded after 1 hit. You're watching the Oregon California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires on GP Nuggets TV, live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Welcome back to the Oregon California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires. Garrett Campbell gets set for his 3rd inning of work in a scoreless tie between the Klamath Falls Falcons and the Grants Pass Nuggets. His first task here in the 3rd inning is the number 9 hitter in Grants Pass's lineup, Sean Tobin. Tobin came in relief of Andy Lacey in Game 1. He chops that one a high bouncer to third base, gets over the glove, and unable to handle it as the Jets fly overhead. An infield single for Sean Tobin. 3rd hit of the day for the Nuggets. Back to the top of the order for Nick Bastendorf. Bastendorf 0 for 1, flew out to left field his first time through. Campbell checking his runner as he makes the move over to first, diving back easily. Ahead of the tag was Sean Tobin. See if Tobin's on the move as head coach Jeff Weiss likes to keep his runners in motion, as we're going to have a meeting on the mound from Klamath Falls head coach Pete Whistler. In the meantime, we'd like to thank a couple of people that make this broadcast possible. The Oregon California Supply Game of the Week is presented in part by Hellgate Jet Boat Excursions, by People's Bank, by Southern Oregon Sanitation, and by Riverside Ready Mix. Pete Whistler continues his conference on the mound. Also like to give a moment to Nuggets head coach Jeff Weiss, who welcomes the new son into the world, as Jackson Weiss joins his other two, Cannon and Easton, 10 and 8 years old respectively, and well, about 24 hours old, his newest son. Massendorf awaiting his first pitch after the pickoff attempt to Tobin. Tobin is on the move. Throw down to second is late, and Tobin slides in safely. Massendorf looked like he was laying down bunt. Pulls it back, and Tobin moves to second. So no outs and a runner in scoring position. The Nuggets, good opportunity now here in the third to break this scoreless tie from Kiger Stadium in Klamath Falls. Garrett Campbell coming set with the 1-0. That time Bassendorf tries to lay it down. In fact, just pops it backwards, foul for strike one. On deck, Colby Dinkle. So we get more jets flying overhead, heading to Klamath Air Base. Would give you a shot, but it's right behind our broadcasting station. Down the first base line as Bassendorf gets that one down, picking it up. Trying to make a play was Waits behind the plate. Instead it will be foul, so Bassendorf forced to head back to the plate. Caleb Waits behind the plate in this game for Klamath Falls. Blake Loney, who did the catching last game, now designated hitting for the Falcons. Ball and 2 strikes from Campbell. Runner on second is Tobin. Pitch low and in the dirt, blocked by Waits. Tobin on the move. Throw to third, not in time. But a nice block there from the third baseman, not letting it get too far out of control. Great play by Klamath Falls third baseman Scott Lewis. Massendorf in an 0-2 count, or excuse me, a 2-2 count. He takes that pitch and fouls it off down the first base line into the parking lot. Staying alive at 2-2. Nuggets' best opportunity so far to score is right now with the top of the order up. Bassendorf having a good game against Klamath Falls in game 1, though it could be better. Had a 4-for-7 game against Medford and 1-for-4 in game 1 of this doubleheader here tonight from Kiger Stadium. Bassendorf, a Crater graduate. That year they won the state tournament a couple seasons ago in 2018. A redshirted freshman at Lynn Benton Community College. And now returning for the Nuggets in a full count here. 3-2 pitch from Campbell is swung on. It's sent down the third base line. It's going to end up fair. That'll bring home Sean Tobin. Bassendorf rounding first and heading for second. He's going to get in there standing up. And now the throw gets wild from second. Down to third, Bassendorf. Did he get in? No. Thrown out advancing, so it'll be an RBI double and thrown out advancing. So 1 out in the inning. Tobin comes around to score a 1-0 lead for the Nuggets.
The right fielder, number 13, Colby Dinkle.
That pitch will be sliced foul from Colby Dinkle. So Bastendorf was the first out in the inning, bringing up Colby Dinkle. The bases are empty for him, and he smashes that one into center field. That's going to be a base hit for him as well.
Now batting center fielder, number 11, Tyler Rund.
That's going to bring up Tyler Rund. Colby Dinkle on first for the second time in this doubleheader, improving on what was a good first game from him as well. Colby Dinkle went 4 for 5 in game 1 and has 2 base hits already in this game. That brings up Tyler Rund. He struck out in his last plate appearance. Tyler Rund having a little bit of trouble getting the bats going. Coming out of Yakima Community College, graduating last year from Grants Pass High School, and again getting a little bit slow out of the gates for him. Had a rough time at Medford, and again, only 1 hit so far in both games. Taking off is Colby Dinkle. A nice throw to try to get him out, but the throw gets into center field again. Colby Dinkle to third, advances once more. So Colby Dinkle effectively turns a walk into a triple as he now sits at third base with 1 out in the inning, and Tyler Rund at the plate. Head coach Pete Whistler definitely a little bit dissatisfied with his team's play so far tonight. That's 2 errors already for the Falcons in this game, though the Nuggets have 2 of their own, according to our official scorer up in the booth, Tom Keller. Tyler Rund awaiting his 1-0 pitch. Swings right through that one for strike 1. See what Tyler Rund is looking at here with the 1-1 pitch. If he's able to get one in the air, he might be able to make this a 2-0 ball game with Colby Dinkle sitting on third base. Takes that pitch on the outside part of the zone. Tyler Rund does not like that call at all. Might have shared a few words with our home plate umpire. Tyler Rund behind in the count, a ball and 2 strikes. Campbell home with the 1-2. Swings and slices that one foul. And end up right behind our broadcasting station down the first base line, looking out towards the northwest here at Kiger Stadium. Kiger Stadium, one of the oldest ballparks in Southern Oregon, again hosting the 1968 Babe Ruth World Series and the 1970 American Legion World Series. Talk about the American Legion World Series, Klamath Falls. The Falcons program over its history, 9 state champions. Their first one coming in 1960, 64, 66, and 67. 68, 74, 87, 96, and 2000. 9 state champions, the 4th most of all time in the state of Oregon. Portland, Medford, Roseburg, Klamath Falls, and Corvallis, the top 5 state champions of all time in the state of Oregon. As a matter of fact, in their 1968 champion, they were the national runner-up, almost going all the way. Last year, these Klamath Falls Falcons, a 9-11 league record. They split with Grants Pass, 2 games apiece last summer. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Tyler Rund. Campbell delivers. Rund, a ground ball to short. Coming up with it and throwing on to Rabel. Rabel tries to pick it out of the dirt and it bounces past him. Tyler Rund heading for second, dives in there, and he's going to get in there safely. Put the ball in play, and good things happen for the Nuggets, as they have all season. Tyler Rund with an RBI. That'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andy Lacey. He's 0 for 1 so far today. A ground ball back to Campbell, the pitcher, or his only at bat, I should say, of the night in the nightcap. First base coach Josh D'Amico getting ready, trying to tell Tyler Rund where the Klamath Falls defenders are as Andy Lacey steps into the box. Campbell coming set, checks his runner, moves back to second, and Tyler Rund is going to, as a matter of fact, get back safely. Campbell coming set. Lacey still yet to see a pitch. As the Nuggets now lead 2-0 in the top of the third. 4 hits for him so far in this game. 2 of them coming in this inning. 3 errors for the Falcons. That run that came in was unearned against Campbell. Pitch to Lacey is up and away for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes to him now. Campbell trying to find his footing on the mound. Has had a little bit of trouble, though his defense has not backed him up. That pitch high, stealing third easily. Tyler Rund. Speed that kills takes him to third base. Now Lacey with 1 out, a chance to make it a 3-0 game. A good opportunity now for him to try to help himself out in left field tonight. Started on the mound in game 1 for the Nuggets. Pitch from Campbell, taken outside for ball 3. Nope, he takes it for ball 4 as a matter of fact. Andy Lacey, a free pass, brings up Braden Bellum. Struck out his first time through. First walk issued by Campbell. He struck out 2. He's doing the best he can to try to keep this game under wraps. But the defense for Klamath Falls not being any help. 3 errors, and we're only in the third inning. 5 errors in total for 2 games for Klamath Falls, as they committed 2 last game, and now 3 here in the nightcap. Taking off was Andy Lacey, but that pitch is going to be well out of play, foul for strike 1. Braden Bellum 0 for 1. He struck out in his 1 at-bat tonight. Bellum in the first game. He doubled in the 5th, and he singled in the 7th. Other than that, a pretty silent day at the box for him. But offensively producing are the Nuggets early. A 13-2 victory in game 1 of 2. Move to first base. Rabel doesn't even slap the tag on Lacey. So it'll be an 0-1 count. On 1 count to Bellum. On deck is Cade King. Should he get a chance here? Bellum, the pitcher, trying to help his own cause. Lacey takes off to second. The throw doesn't get there, so he's going to swipe second. Two runners in scoring position now. Rund at third. Lacey at second. Braden Bellum still at the dish for the Nuggets. A good opportunity here to try to extend upon a 2-0 lead. A curveball is going to come in and hit him, and it'll load the bases. Cade King has seen himself in this position once before already tonight. A grand slam back in the first inning of game 1, looking for a repeat of fortunes. He's got 7 RBIs on the day so far. And he doubled back in the second, was left stranded, but has seen the ball extremely well today. Bellum on first. Lacey on second, Rund at third, King at the plate. Looking for great opportunity. Big cut at that one, a swinging strike. Cade King, he's got the power to do it, but he's got to stay in his own shoes at the box. As all eyes are on him right now, and he knows it with how good of a day he's had at the plate. Nuggets still leading by 2, so with 1 out, all he really needs to do is a fly ball, as that one is going to be sliced foul on the first base side. Cade King, the third-year returning Nugget, class of 2019 from Grants Pass High School, has done, again, a lot of damage this afternoon. 7 RBIs in the first game. Can't stress how important and how really stunning that is when you're responsible for about 2/3 of your team's offense. He takes a hack at that one and will foul it off. Caleb Waite's going to come out and talk to his man out there on the mound. Going to see what they decide to do here with King at the plate. See head coach Jeff Weiss behind him, pacing around. He knows this is a big at-bat in this game. Have scored 2 runs already this inning on 2 base hits. Cade King swings at that pitch high in the zone. He fouls it back for strike 2. Ike Gillian on deck should he get the chance in this inning. And if you're just joining us, we're in the top of the 3rd inning. In the second of 2 from Kiger Stadium in Klamath Falls, bases loaded for the Grants Pass Nuggets with Cade King at the plate. He takes that one high for ball 1. Campbell coming set. Kicks, fires a breaking ball up at the eyes of Cade King. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Cade finds himself in a decent count to try to get some in the zone if he needs to. Caleb Waits, the catcher for the Falcons, given his sign. Cade King waiting for the pitch. Sends that one into center field on a line. 1 run comes around to score. Rounding third and heading for home is Andy Lacey, and he's going to score as well. Cade King, 9 RBIs on the day for him. Andy Lacey comes around to score. Tyler Rund comes around to score. A 4-0 game for Grants Pass.
Catcher number 5,
Ike Gillian comes up to the box now. Our Play Action Sports Media Player of the Game against the Medford Mustangs last Monday, as he is doing the catching for this Nuggets team. He's caught all 4 league games, and that's counting this one tonight, as he awaits his first pitch. No balls and a strike to him now. Runner on first base is Cade King. Again, 9 RBIs in total. That's going across both games for him tonight. And at second, it's Braden Bellum. He was awarded a free pass on account of being hit by a pitch earlier on this inning. Gillian came up a few times clutch in the games against Medford too. We'll see what he can do now as he takes that pitch for a strike. 0-2. Campbell trying to get himself out of this inning. Nuggets have put up 4 already. Gillian slices that one, going to stay in the infield. Diving, not able to make the play. But they will call the infield fly with 1 out in the inning. So runners will stay put. Again, if you missed it, last game ended on an infield fly that it didn't look anyone signaled. I think they thought about it for a second and decided it was. So with the infield fly, Gillian is out automatically. Runners stay put, and that brings up Jacob Mehmet. He's 0 for 1 today so far, at least in the nightcap. Campbell kicks, fires. Mehmet takes ball 1. And Mehmet 0 for 1 in the nightcap right now. He was 2 for 4 in game 1, where the Nuggets took that one 13-2 over the Klamath Falls Falcons, coached by Pete Whistler. That pitch smashed into the grass, taken on a backhand, but just going to hang on to it. Klamath Falls third baseman Scott Lewis. Ball and a strike to Mehmet. On first is Cade King, taking a big lead off first. No one's holding him. Slicing that one foul is Jacob Memmott. Ball and 2 strikes to the Crater senior to be, Jacob Memmott. That pitch in the dirt, takes it outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. That pitch taken outside as well. I'd like to welcome into the broadcast, I know you're watching at home, Tyler Runn's mother, Jennifer, and all the rest of the families and Nugget fans watching on gpnuggets.com. We'd like to also extend an invite to next Tuesday night's home opener against the Roseburg Dock Stewards. First pitch of the doubleheader at 6 p.m. It's Little League Kids Night. All kids free with one paid adult, and an ice cream is $1 off for the little ones. So invite all your friends and family out to the home opener Tuesday against the Roseburg Dock Stewards. As the bases are now loaded with Jacob Memmott walking there. Third walk issued from Campbell. Bases loaded, and now we have batted around in this inning as Sean Tobin gets a chance here. The number 9 hitter in the order, and the 9th hitter in this inning. Campbell moves over to third. Nothing going on for him there. On the base paths for the Nuggets. On first, it's Jacob Memmott. At second, it's Cade King. And at third, it's Braden Bellum. That pitch smashed on a line into left field. 1 run comes around to score. Rounding second and heading for third. Headed for home. That was Cade King. A 2 RBI double for Sean Tobin.
Now batting shortstop, number 10, Bassendorf.
6-0 ball game now for Grants Pass. That brings up Nick Bastendorf. Memmott moves to third. Six to nothing game. Going to have a pitching change here on GP Nuggets TV as head coach Pete Whistler takes the ball from Garrett Campbell. When we return, we'll get all the defensive switches for you coming up on the Oregon California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires on GP Nuggets TV. Welcome back to the Oregon California Supply Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week. Bassendorf is going to take strike one. 1 ball and 1 strike to him now as we got a new pitcher in for the Klamath Falls Falcons. We'll make sure we get the defensive switches for you coming up. On the mound now for the Falcons is number 22, Blake Loney, graduating from Henley High School in 2019. Pitch in the dirt, blocked by Caleb Waits. Garrett Campbell just going to take a seat on the bench. No defensive changes as Blake Loney was the designated hitter for the Klamath Falls Falcons. Two balls and a strike with 2 outs to Bassendorf. 2 runners in scoring position. Bassendorf slices that one foul. In this inning for Nick Bassendorf, he came around to score after, 1 RBI double for him as he tried to extend a double into a triple, was thrown out advancing. Two balls, 2 strikes to him now. Runner at second is Sean Tobin. At third, it's Jacob Mehmet. Blake Loney coming set with the 2-2. Fires. Ball 3. Loney a little bit frustrated at that call. And Blake Loney, a Henley High School graduate this past spring. Of course, if you are tuning in for us from Klamath Falls, you can watch Henley High School's graduation on Play Action Sports Media. As that pitch misses low, Bassendorf issued a free pass there.
Now batting the right fielder, number 13, Kobe Dinkel.
Loney's first walk issued of the game. And that'll bring up Kobe Dinkel. That pitch hit hard on the ground. It's going to get through. Coach Weiss waves around Tobin, and a 2 RBI single for Kobe Dinkel. His bat continues to roll in this one. Eight to nothing now in the third inning.
Now batting center fielder, number 11, Tyler Run.
That'll bring up Tyler Rund. Earlier in this inning, he reached on an error and drove in a run. Bassendorf on second. Dinkel on first. 2 outs still in the inning. The Nuggets have absolutely exploded in this inning. Twelve batters up in this inning alone, as now Tyler Run is in a 1-0 count. Make that 2-0 as the Nuggets just having trouble finding the strike zone here. An 8-0 game in the third inning of play. Blake Loney coming set with the 2-0. Swings through that one. 2 balls and a strike for Tyler Rund. Graduating from Grants Pass High School in 2018, played outfield and pitched for him. We've yet to see Tyler Rund on the mound for the Nuggets. And coming off of a season at Yakima Community College and playing the outfield tonight for the Nuggets. Started game 1 in right field, has moved over to center. Tyler Rund takes that pitch low. 3 balls and a strike. 6 walks between both of the Klamath Falls pitchers so far. That's Garrett Campbell, and Tom Loney has surrendered 1 as well. That pitch hit in the air to right field. Unable to make the play as it's out of play. 3 balls and a strike now to Tyler Rund. Full count to Tyler Rund. full count, 2 outs. Colby Dinkle at first, Bastendorf at second. Big pitch coming up for Blake Loney. Blake Loney's father, assistant principal and athletic director at Henley High School, Tom Loney. And he misses outside. Walk the bases loaded. In steps Andy Lacey.
Now batting left fielder, number 1, Andy Lacey.
Dinkle to second, Bass to third. Andy Lacey walked earlier in this inning. Second walk issued by by Blake Loney. Lacey, the only left-handed bat in the lineup, swings and misses at that pitch, 0-1. Six walks in this inning alone for the Nuggets. They've gotten 7 free passes overall this game. 6 of them coming here in this 8-run third inning. Lacey takes that pitch low. A ball and a strike from Loney. Fires, that one's hit in the air to center field. Sliding, trying to make the play, fighting the lights, couldn't do it. Throw to second, not in time. A 3 RBI double for Andy Lacey. Bases clearing. That brings home run from first, Dinkle from second, and Nick Bassendorf from third. That brings up Braden Bellum. An 11-0 lead for the Nuggets. First pitch to Bellum. Swung on and fouled off. Bellum, earlier this inning, reached on a walk and came around to score, courtesy of the Sean Tobin single. As the Nuggets, 14 hitters this inning. Swung on and missed from Bellum in the dirt. 0-2. No, a ball and a strike to Bellum. Not 0-2. It seems like the pitch he took was outside. That pitch in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike to Braden Bellum. On deck is Cade King. Cade King 2 for 2 already in this game. Braden Bellum 0 for 1. He struck out and walked to this point in the game. Blake Loney having a little bit of trouble finding the zone and trying to get this final out of the inning as that pitch comes in and hits him. Nuggets dugout seem to be having fun with it as now it's runners on first and second, and that brings up Cade King.
Now batting third baseman, number 21, Cade King.
Lacey at second now. Cade King, 9 RBIs combined in both games already today. And we'll see if he can drive in a couple more. He's got some ducks on the pond. We'll see what he comes up with here. That pitch hit in the air, shallow right field. And the play is made to end the inning. Not before the Nuggets push 11 runs across on too many base hits and too many walks for the Klamath Falls Falcons as far as they're concerned. 11-0, the score for the Nuggets. We continue with the bottom of the third inning. Coming up next on the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires. GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Welcome back to the Oregon California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires. Score 11-0 for the Grants Pass Nuggets, exploding offensively. 11 runs on 6 hits the last inning. A lot of walks from the Klamath Falls Falcons. Due up to try to get something going for Klamath Falls as Bellum delivers his first pitch. It's going to be Caleb Waits, 9-1-2, due up in the bottom half of the third for Klamath Falls. Bellum kicks and fires, bounces that one to the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. Caleb Waits, number 15, the catcher from Mazama High School, the Vikings. 2 balls and a strike to him now. Swings on that one. That one's hit to right center field. Moving over and making the play is Colby Dinkle in right.
Now batting the left fielder, number 19, John Tacchini.
Back to the top of the order with John Tacchini. Tacchini 0 for 1 so far. Tacchini flew out to right field his first time through. Bellum doing a good job keeping this Klamath Falls lineup at bay. Meeting at the mound, not quite sure what about. Should be a quick one though, with Bellum kind of cruising with an 11-0 lead as Gillian trots back behind home plate. Tacchini down 1-2 in the count. That pitch swung on and fouled back. Two balls, 2 strikes to Tacchini. Three balls and 2 strikes to Tacchini now. That pitch, a curveball. He takes it looking. Strike 3 called to John Tacchini. Two outs in the inning.
Now batting center fielder,
That
number
brings
12,
up the center fielder, Caden Bolanos. Ball and no strikes to him now. Bellum with the delivery. 2 balls, no strikes. Nuggets cruising now as that pitch is also taken high. Bellum just got to throw strikes now. Up 11-0. Just let the defense take care of it for you now. Good defense behind the Nuggets so far. He takes that strike for the first one of this at-bat. 3 balls and 1 strike to him now. Bellum 2 strikeouts on the day. Comes back with this one, 3 balls and 2 strikes. We'll see what he comes with here on the full count. From the windup, kicks, fires. That pitch will be fouled off. Should he get the chance? Blake Loney on deck. Fouled off, though, from Bolanos. Bolanos, the lone base hit in the order for the Klamath Falls Falcons. He singled in the first. Things looked like they might stay close until they exploded for the Nuggets in the third. That pitch taken outside. Full count now. No, that's the walk. Bolanos issued the free pass. First walk of the game for Braden Bellum. And that'll bring up Blake Loney. He's been doing the pitching. Tried to get that last out. Had trouble with it from that last inning. Maybe desperately the Falcons trying to get something going as the first pitch to him is taken for ball one. Blake Loney grounded to first base his first time through, a 3 unassisted on his line score so far in the bottom of the third inning, in an 11-0 ball game in favor of the Grants Pass Nuggets. After an 11-run third inning, Bellum with the 2-0 is taken for strike one. That one hit on the ground, picked up by Cade King, taking his time, throw on to first, picked out of the dirt. No. It's under the glove of Jacob Mehmet, so the inning stays alive. Bolanos to second. Loney to first.
24, Drew Rabel.
Brings up Drew Rabel. Flew out to second his first time through, back in the first. He's 0 for 1. Loney takes a big lead off of first. Throw home from Bellum in the dirt. A nice block by Gilliland. That pitch chopped down the line into the Klamath Falls dugout. One pitch home. Fouled off. Drew Rabel finds himself down in the count of ball. 2 strikes now with 2 outs in the inning. 2 runners on. At first it's Loney. At second it's Bolanos. This is the 4th league game for the Nuggets this season. They split in Medford on Monday. A 5-4 victory for the Mustangs in the first game of that one, and a 6-5 victory for Grants Pass in the nightcap from Harry and David Field. For the Falcons in their first couple league games, it was against Roseburg, where it was sort of the same story for this Falcons team. They were outscored 20-5 by Roseburg in 2 games. As Braden Bellum, he's going to get Rabel looking, and that will end the inning. The Falcons leave 2 stranded. No base hits in that inning, and it's still an 11-0 ball game in favor of Grants Pass. You're watching the Oregon California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires on GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Welcome back to the Oregon California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires. Blake Loney still on the bump for the Klamath Falls Falcons. He's going to try to keep the Nuggets right where they are. His first challenge is going to be Ike Gilliland. Gilliland gets a hold of that one. He's going to bounce it off the wall. Gilliland rounds first and heads for second. Leadoff double for the catcher.
First baseman, number 22, Jacob Memmott.
Jacob Memmott steps into the box. He's 0 for 1 so far. Totals for the Nuggets so far this game: 11 runs on 8 hits, 2 errors. They've left 4 runners on base. For the Falcons, no runs on 1 hit, 3 errors. They've also left 4 on base through 3 innings. Officially closed the book on Garrett Campbell, who was the starting pitcher for the Klamath Falls Falcons. Unofficially pitched 2 2/3 innings, gave up 6 hits, 9 runs, 8 of them earned, struck out 2, and he walked 3. Loney so far in this game, 3 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, given up by him so far in this game. 3 walks issued by the Henley graduate of 2019. Jacob Memmott swings and misses at the 1-1 pitch. On deck is Sean Tobin. Got the rally started for the Nuggets in that last half inning as they pushed 11 runs across on 6 hits. That pitch hit on the ground. Coming up with it, the fire to Rabel. That'll bring up Sean Tobin. He's 2 for 2, a single and a double to this point in the ballgame. 2 RBIs to his name as well for the second baseman for the Nuggets. 1 out, runner at third. That's going to be Gilliland. Pitch to him, comes in and hits him on the thigh. So a free pass issued to Tobin.
Shortstop, number 10, Nick Bassendorf.
Fourth free pass issued by Tom Loney. It's going to bring up Nick Bassendorf. Bassendorf is 1 for 2. He doubled in that last half inning and walked. Other than that, he's flown out so far. No balls and a strike. Excuse me. 1 ball and no strikes to Bassendorf, I believe is the count. That pitch sliced foul. Nick Bassendorf, the leadoff hitter and the team captain for the Grants Pass Nuggets, sort of the man in the dugout, the go-to guy for these Nuggets, and of course playing from Crater. That's where head coach Jeff Weiss was an assistant at last year and the year before when the Crater won the state championship, and really taking on a leadership role this year after the big guys from last year have left the Nuggets. That pitch low and in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike to Nick Bassendorf. See what Bassendorf looks for here with the 2-1 as Tom Loney toes the rubber for this pitch. Bassendorf takes that pitch in the dirt. 3 balls and a strike. The 3-1 from Tom Loney. He comes set, kicks, fires. That pitch going to miss outside. Bassendorf issued a free pass for the second time today. That's the 5th one issued from Blake Loney. Brings up Colby Dinkle with the bases loaded. Dinkle so far in this game 3 for 3 as Coach Whistler heads out to the mound. Coach Whistler must be frustrated, but going to keep Loney put for now. So Loney going to start this at bat against Colby Dinkle. Again, 3 for 3 in this game. He was 4 for 5 in the, 5 for 6 in the game earlier today in the 13-2 victory for the Grants Pass Nuggets. That game they scored 13 runs over 7 innings, 11 already through 4 now. Actually, not even through 4. 1 out and the bases loaded. They've got a chance to tack on more here in this inning. Fouls that one off. Does Dinkle, a ball and a strike to Colby Dinkle. Again, you mentioned Colby Dinkle. He caught a lot last year for the Grants Pass Nuggets and then broke his thumb about halfway through the league season as he takes that pitch there and has yet to really get back into catching. Is definitely a great backstop behind the plate. Coach Jeff Weiss says he loves Colby Dinkle behind the plate, but Dinkle been very effective in the outfield. And when you got a guy like Ike Gilliland behind the plate, you can use Dinkle wherever you need to, and he's been great. His bat's been great in the lineup, and he's been kind of shifting around between left and right field. Started tonight the first game in left and now playing in right in the nightcap. And a 3-1 count to him now with the bases loaded. Tom Loney having trouble finding the strike zone as that pitch is hit. It's a fair ball. Weiss waving everybody around. Dinkle, 4 for 4 tonight. Bastendorf to third. Gilliland comes home, as does Sean Tobin. A 13-0 ball game now in favor of the Nuggets. Tyler Runn stepping into the box now. Breaking pitch, missing inside. No balls. 1 ball and no strikes to Tyler Runn. So far for Runn, he's struck out. He reached on an error in the third, and he walked again later on in that big third inning for the Nuggets. He takes that pitch outside. 2 balls, no strikes to Tyler Runn now. 2 runs pushed across already in this inning for the Nuggets. Both of them coming off that Colby Dinkle double, a 2 RBI double for him. That pitch hit on the ground. Routine play. Rabels makes the stretch and the play. Meantime, though, Nick Bastendorf comes around to score, so it'll be an RBI for Tyler Runn on the 4-3 putout. And up comes Andy Lacey with 2 outs in the inning and a runner at third in the person of Colby Dinkle. Lacey walked and doubled in that big third inning for the Nuggets. 14-0 ball game for him now as that pitch is fouled off. Lacey, our Southern Oregon Sanitation cleanup hitter of the night. We'll see what the left-handed bat sees here. Loney, the right-handed pitcher, coming set. Kicks, fires. A nice breaking pitch gets Lacey out in front for strike 2. Swung on and fouled. It's going to stay 0-2 to Lacey. On deck, should he get the chances, Braden Bellum. He struck out and walked twice so far in this ball game. Top of the fourth inning, 14-0. If you're just joining us, welcome to the Oregon California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires. Grants Pass, you see at the bottom of your screen there on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard, 14 runs on 10 hits for the Nuggets. They've got one more waiting at third. Lacey slices that one, and that's going to be well fouled as it heads over the bleachers on the third base side. Andy Lacey started game one of the night for Grants Pass. Lacey working 4 1/3 inning, giving up 4 hits, only 1 run scored against him. A good night on the mound as that pitch is fouled off. Lacey then moved to second, got his first couple at-bats there, a base hit, and now hitting fourth in the lineup in the nightcap. And he's got a 3 RBI double back in that third inning for the Nuggets. No balls, 2 strikes to him now. As he takes that one inside, it might have caught his foot. We'll head to the backstop, and staying put at third is Dinkle. Ball, 2 strikes now. Not Tom Loney, that's his father, athletic director at Henley High School. I'm talking about Blake Loney on the mound for the Falcons. Misses low with that pitch. Two balls, 2 strikes to him now. He had Lacey 0-2 and then missed the past couple pitches. Loney needs to find his put-away pitch. We'll see what he comes up with here on the 2-2. Kicks, fires. That one's going to be fouled off. Nuggets combined so far in both games 25 runs. And this game is only about halfway over at the nightcap. 2 outs, runner in scoring position is Dinkle at third. Puts that one into play. Lacey, that one's off the glove of Lewis at third, and he's going to have to eat that one. An error at third. And that's going to bring Dinkle home with 2 outs. This inning will just not end. As that run will go unearned, but still 2 earned runs given up from Blake Loney coming in. Blake Loney's on the mound. Lacey on first at the dish is Braden Bellum. Again, a strikeout and 2 walks on his line score so far as he fouls off strike 1. $15-0 now the score from Kiger Stadium in Klamath Falls. The Nuggets dominating the Falcons in just about every way imaginable here in this doubleheader. Area 4 league play, the 4th game for both these two teams. Grants Pass Nuggets, if they hold on to this nearly insurmountable lead, they'll be 3-1 in league play. The Klamath Falls Falcons will be 0-4, but it's never over till it's over, especially in baseball. It's kind of funny that way. As a breaking ball swung on and missed from Braden Bellum. Just as the Nuggets put up 11 runs in 1 inning, the Falcons could turn around and do the same thing if they're able to get the bats working. That ball smashed into center field from Bellum. Lacey going to stay at second. Bringing up Cade King. 2 for 3 so far in this game with a pair of RBIs. Back in that big 3rd inning. Cade King, the ninth hitter up in this inning for the Nuggets as they're close to batting around once again. The Nuggets put up 16 hitters in that big 3rd inning. King, big rip at that one. Strike 1. And after a couple of close games against Medford on Monday, again a 6-5 victory and a 5-4 loss for the Nuggets, an offensive explosion here definitely feels good for that hitting lineup. They hope to continue this sort of production all season long, able to split with Medford and potentially taking the first 2 of 4 this season against Klamath Falls. We'll see what they're able to do for the rest of this game with 2 outs in the top of the 4th inning. 4 runs have already come across in this inning for the Nuggets. With 2 outs and runners at first and second, they could look at more with Cade King at the plate, taking that pitch high. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on here from Kiger Stadium in Klamath Falls. Pitch to King. He runs into that one. A line drive to center field, and that will finally end the inning. 4 runs come across for the Grants Pass Nuggets. 4 hits. 2 runners left on base. A 15-0 scoreline as we head to the bottom half of the 4th inning. You're watching the Oregon California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires on GPNuggets.com. Welcome back to the Oregon California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires. Take a look now at our Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. You can see the Nuggets putting up those runs, so much so that in the 3rd inning it only says 1 run was scored, but in fact it was 11. Then 4 more runs tacked on in the 4th. 11 hits overall. They have committed 3 errors, so don't want to let the defense slip too much, and only 1 hit so far for the Falcons. As we get back into the action, Braden Bellum still on the mound for the Nuggets. Leading things off, Scott Lewis. 0 for 1 so far today. As we got time, in the meantime, we'd like to extend a thank you to a couple more of our sponsors here tonight. Grants Pass Tire Pros, CPI Copeland Paving, Jim Siegel Auto, Applegate Well Drilling, Evergreen Federal Bank, Mock Ford, and Timber Country Coca-Cola. As it looks like it's going to be the Klamath Falls coaches talking with the umpires here. I'm not quite sure what the conversation is about, as we've got pretty much the whole Falcons coaching staff having a problem here. Not quite sure if the argument's getting heated or not. They are down 15-0 in the bottom of the 4th, and again leading things off is going to be the number 5 hitter in the lineup, Scott Lewis, followed by Brady Whitlock and Noah Hoffman. And it looks like whatever was going on down there is over. So Lewis will get his chance now to finally step into the box for the Falcons. 15-0 to score. That pitch taken high for ball 1. Scott Lewis 0 for 1. He grounded out back in the second. Takes that one. 2 balls and no strikes. Scott Lewis coming from Modoc High School as he takes strike 1 there. 2 balls and 1 strike to Lewis. He came in and pitched in game 1. Lewis pitched 4 innings, allowing 5 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned. And he walked 1 in relief in game 1 of 2. Lewis swings and misses at that one, and will be set down on strikes. That's Bellum's 3rd strikeout of the night, as he's going to continue to cruise. In steps Bailey Whitlock from Mazama High School. Two strikeouts in a row for Bellum, leading back to last inning as Whitlock takes ball 1. Whitlock 1 for 1 so far. He's got one of the 2 base hits for the Falcons so far in this game. Whitlock sees that one, bounce in the dirt, take it. Bellum just got to throw strikes here and keep the ball rolling. 3 balls and no strikes to Whitlock now, as Bellum misses high. And now it's going to be 3-1. Swung on and fouled off the inside of his leg, so going from 3-0 to 3-2 now. Bellum doing a good job of firing back with a couple strikes of his own. Gilliland looks to the dugout for his sign. Coach Sanford, the pitching and hitting coach for the Nuggets. That pitch swung on and missed. Bailey Whitlock goes down on strikes as well. 4 strikeouts in the game for Bellum, and that brings up Noah Hoffman.
Now batting, number 28, Devin Monteith.
Devin Monteith coming in for Hoffman. Bellum's first pitch to Monteith. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Bellum has struck out 3 in a row, dating back to last inning. That's a fantastic breaking ball. Just misses inside, it looks like. A ball and a strike. 2 outs in the inning. Swung on and missed from Monteith again. 1-2. Bellum trying to strike out the side here. Going to find a put-away pitch against Monteith. That pitch will end up at the backstop. 2 balls and 2 strikes. On deck, should he get the chance, is Jacob Moore. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Devin Monteith, the starting pitcher from game 1 for the Falcons. That pitch taken outside. The count runs full. Swung on, fouled off towards the Nuggets dugout. The full count pitch once again, swung on and missed. Braden Bellum strikes out the side, 4 in a row, dating back to last inning. 15-0, the score remains as we head to the top half of inning number 5. You're watching the Oregon California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires on GP Nuggets TV, live on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
Your concrete supplies are available at Riverside Ready Mix Incorporated. Get everything from bolts to rebar. Ensure you have the quality supplies you need to get the job done. Get ready mixed concrete delivered right to your home or business. We have over 50 years of experience supplying quality concrete. Are you in need of a new septic or water tank? Call us for an appointment to take advantage of our exceptional precast septic and water tank sales. Call now. All of your concrete supplies are available at Riverside.
Welcome back to the Oregon California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires, here on GP Nuggets TV, live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. 15-0. The score here as we're into the fifth inning now from Kiger Stadium. It's the second of two. New pitcher on the mound for the Klamath Falls Falcons is going to be Caden Bolanos. Officially closed the book on Blake Loney. 1 1/3 innings. He gave up 6 hits. 4 runs came across, 3 of them earned, and he walked 4. Good to look at Bolanos, a right-handed pitcher. He's going to have to face Ike Gillian, Jacob Memmott, and Sean Tobin.
Now batting the catcher for 5, Ike Gillian.
Stepping into the box, Ike Gillian. He's 2 for 3 so far with a double. 1 for 3 with a double in the fourth. As he takes that pitch outside. Warming up in the Nugget bullpen, Peyton Anhorn. That pitch taken low into the dirt. Ball 2 from Bolanos. Is his first inning of work coming in relief of Blake Loney, who came in relief of Garrett Campbell. Campbell would be on the hook for the loss should this 15-run nearly insurmountable lead hold, as it seems like the Falcons just can't throw strikes. Bolanos coming with the 3-0. That pitch will miss inside. A leadoff walk for the Grants Pass Nuggets. "11 walks issued overall by the Klamath Falls pitching staff in this game. That brings up Jacob Memmott. Memmott with a runner on, nobody out, looking to get his first pitch from Bolanos. That one will miss just outside. No balls and a strike. That pitch popped foul. 1-1. Two balls, 1 strike. That's the count to Memmott. Bolanos coming in from center field. Jagger Graham moving over from left into center. And that pitch will miss. 3-1. Bolanos mentioned coming in for Loney. Caden from Mazama High School as he issues the second walk in a row. Gillian moves to second, and that'll bring up Sean Tobin. 2 for 2 on the day with the walk mixed in. We'll see what Tobin sees here as Bolanos has had trouble throwing strikes tonight, and he hits in the zone there. No balls and a strike to Tobin. He's got 2 RBIs as well tonight as that pitch misses outside. That pitch also going to miss from Bolanos. 2 balls, 1 strike to the second baseman, Sean Tobin, Grants Pass graduate of 2019. First year Grants Pass Nugget, and has definitely offensively made his mark in this game. 2 RBIs in the nightcap and 2 base hits mixed in with a walk. He's been on base every time he stepped into the box tonight, and a 3-1 count now. So you might see 3 walks in a row from Bolanos, a swinging strike 2. "15 runs on 11 hits tonight for the Nuggets, as that pitch is hit into center field for a base hit. Coach Weiss going to end up keeping Gillian at third. Mehmet to second.
Now batting the shortstop, number 10, Nick Bassendorf.
Back to the top of the order for the Nuggets. Nick Bassendorf. He is 1 for 3 on the day for the Nuggets. First pitch to Bassendorf is taken for strike 1. Bolanos, high leg kick, a nice fastball. Gets past Bassendorf, 0-2. Bassendorf has walked twice, doubled home a run in the third, and flew out in the first to begin the ball game for the Nuggets. He's down 0-2 to Bolanos now. Nobody out in the inning, bases loaded for the Nuggets. Bassendorf takes that pitch outside. Going to be a ball and 2 strikes now. Bolanos taking his time on the mound. Working with the 1-2, trying to find a put-away pitch to Nick Bassendorf, help him get out of this inning as that pitch is fouled off. Staying alive in this at-bat is Nick Bassendorf. Bases loaded, 15-0 the score. Again, if you're just joining us, Nuggets 11 runs in the third inning. They batted 16. Ball and 2 strikes still to Bassendorf. That pitch hit on the ground. Routine play. 5-4 for the putout. Bassendorf going to reach on the fielder's choice, and he gets an RBI, his second of the day. Gillian comes in to score. 16-0 the score for the Nuggets. Dinkle sees the first pitch. Strike 1. Dinkle so far tonight, a single in the first, a single in the third, 2 singles in the third as a matter of fact, 2 RBIs, and a 2 RBI double in the fourth last inning for Colby Dinkle. Had a fantastic game so far. Finds himself in a 1-1 count with 1 out against Bolanos. That pitch up and in. Misses for ball 2. At third base for the Nuggets, it's Jacob Mehmet. Swung on and missed that time from Colby Dinkle. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to the Nuggets right fielder. Bassendorf will lead off first. Mehmet off third. That pitch swung on, jolted into center field, not having to move too far is Jagger Graham. Mehmet staying put at third for the second out of the inning.
Center fielder, number 11, Tyler Runn.
Tyler Runn now due up for the Nuggets. a strikeout. He reached on an error in the third and an RBI ground out in the fourth. He also walked back in the third inning. That one smashed down the third base line, will end up foul. Bolanos back on the rubber now. Runners at the corners for the Nuggets in a 16-0 ball game. And that pitch is taken for a strike. 0-2 now to Tyler Rund. He did strike out earlier in this game, back in the first. He struck out looking. Tyler Rund maybe not agreed with every call the umpire has given him tonight, but now finds himself in an 0-2 count. Choke up on the bat and see what he can do. That pitch taken for strike three. Tyler Rund takes that one looking. 16-0 the score on the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week. Powered by Les Schwab Tires. The Nuggets absolutely in control of this one as we head to the bottom of the fifth inning. You're watching it all on GP Nuggets TV on GrandsPassNuggets.com. Welcome back to GP Nuggets TV. You're watching the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week. That one popped to shallow left field. Oh, bobbles that one and continues to make the play. Nice job out there by Blake Hollingsworth. Gotta love it. So flying out to begin the inning was Jacob Moore. He's now 0 for 2 on the day. That brings up Caleb Weiss. He's 0 for 1. Braden Bellum still on the mound as he fires in strike one to Weiss. 5 strikeouts on the day for Braden Bellum. That pitch ends up behind him. Bellum hits Weiss.
Now batting left fielder, number 19, John Tacchini.
Back to the top of the order for John Tacchini. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout so far. That pitch hit off the inside part of the bat. It looked like it was off his fist that time. 0-1 to John Mark Tacchini. Bottom of the fifth inning in a 16-0 ball game in favor of your Grants Pass Nuggets. Putting up 11 runs in the third inning as Tacchini grounds over to Bassendorf. Takes a bad bounce off Bassendorf's arm. Maybe thought about heading to second, but instead he's going to stay at first. Going to mark that one a single for Tacchini. That brings up the pitcher, Caden Bolanos. He's 1 for 1. He's walked back in the third. Good opportunity here for the Klamath Falls Falcons to maybe crack into the score column. As with one out, they got a runner in scoring position in the middle of the order coming up, starting with Caden Bolanos. Following him will be Blake Loney. Pitch is outside. Actually, Jagger Graham coming in for Blake Loney in the on-deck circle. Takes that pitch outside. 2 balls, no strikes now to Caden Bolanos. Swings and misses there. Bellum fighting back into that at bat. 2 balls and a strike. That one taken outside. 3-1 now. That one hit hard. Going to get past the glove of Bastendorf. That's going to load the bases for the Klamath Falls Falcons. Now to the middle of the lineup, Jagger Graham. Blake Loney, 0 for 2, Jagger Graham, his first at-bat, hitting for Blake Loney. Jagger Graham coming in as a defensive replacement for Caden Bolanos. He moved to center field last inning. Jagger Graham gets a hold of that one, bounces that one in front of Hollingsworth. 2 runs are going to score. Maybe not, as they get him at the plate. Jagger Graham, an RBI single, but in the meantime, getting thrown out is John Cicchini.
Drew Rabel.
But a 16-1 ball game now. As the plot thickens here from Kiger Stadium. That pitch shot into center field. Not having to do too much, though, is Tyler Runn. The inning is over. The Falcons do break into the scoring column, though. They got 3 hits in that inning and left 2 stranded. 16-1 the score on the Oregon California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires. And that is going to be it. Mercy ruled are the Klamath Falls Falcons. 16-1 the final. And that's going to do it here from Kiger Stadium. We're going to be right back with the Evergreen Federal Bank postgame show. And, of course, our Play Action Sports Media Player of the Game. It's going to be Cade King coming up next on gpnuggets.com. Welcome to the Evergreen Federal Bank postgame show. I'm here with Play Action Sports Media Player of the Game, Cade King. Starting off, man, just a really great day at the plate for you. 9 RBIs in total, I think, over 2 games. What was your approach today?
Man, coaches are just really emphasizing taking advantage of those big counts, 2-0, 3-1, and like first pitch fastball, jumping on it. So I think that was my main approach, just finding a good pitch and jumping on it.
All right, and then obviously taking 2 here on the road against the Falcons. How do you guys feel going into the Eugene Wood Bat Tournament?
Feeling great, getting that split against Medford. It was good on the road, getting a split, and then coming here to Klamath Falls and taking 2, I mean, that's optimal. It was great for us.
All right, awesome. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
We're going to be right back with more of the Evergreen Federal Bank postgame show coming up here on GP Nuggets TV.
Ready Mix Incorporated. Get everything from bolts to rebar. Ensure you have the quality supplies you need to get the job done. Get ready mixed concrete delivered right to your home or business. We have over 50 years of experience supplying quality concrete. Are you in need of a new septic or water tank? Call us for an appointment to take advantage of our exceptional precast septic and water tank sales. Call now. All of your concrete.
Welcome back to the Evergreen Federal Bank postgame show here on GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com. We've got a final here from Kiger Stadium, 16-1, as the Nuggets mercy rule the Klamath Falls Falcons. 16-1 the final. The Grants Pass Nuggets 16 runs unofficially on 14 hits, 3 errors. They left 5 runners on base. 1 run on 3 hits for the Klamath Falls Falcons, 4 errors for them. Unofficially 5 runners left on base. The winning pitcher for the Grants Pass Nuggets was Braden Bellum. He pitched all 5 innings, gave up 3 hits, 1 earned run. He struck out 5 and walked 2. Braden Bellum, the winning pitcher. The losing pitcher for Klamath Falls was Garrett Campbell. He pitched 2 2/3 innings. He gave up 6 hits, 9 runs, 8 of them earned. He struck out 2 and walked 3. 2 more guys came in relief of Campbell. Line scores for Blake Loney. 1 1/3 innings pitch. He gave up 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned. He struck out nobody. He walked 2. For Balonis, he pitched 1 inning as well. He gave up 1 hit and he walked 3 in his 1 inning of work. 1 run came across for Bolanos as well. Our Mox Ford drive of the game and here in the nightcap was pretty much the entire 3rd inning for the Grants Pass Nuggets, batting 16 guys and pushing across 11 runs in the 3rd inning for the Grants Pass Nuggets, outscoring the Klamath Falls Falcons in 2 games combined 27-3 in 2 games. When we come back, we'll take a look at the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard, and we'll send you on your way. You're watching the Evergreen Federal Bank postgame show from Kiger Stadium on GPNuggets.com. Welcome back to the Evergreen Federal Bank postgame show here on GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Grants Pass taking both games here at Kiger Stadium against the Klamath Falls Falcons. Take a look at the Timber Country Coca-Cola Area 4 standings here in Oregon. Roseburg on top, a league record of 3-1, 8-4 overall this season. Grants Pass is going to be right behind them at a 3-1 league record. They are now 4-3 overall this season. Behind them are the Willamette Valley Titans. They are 2-0 and 6-2 overall this season. The Medford Mustangs are 2-2 this season in league play. After splitting with Grants Pass and Roseburg, they are 6-7 overall. Eugene would be next with an 0-2 record, 4-6 overall after losing 2 to Willamette Valley last night. And Klamath Falls falls to 0-4 in league play. They are 1-5 overall this season. Next time out for Grants Pass, it'll be at the Eugene Grant Smith Wood Bat Tournament. The Grant Smith Tournament is presented by the Eugene Challengers in memory of the Challenger board member and fan Grant Smith. Grants Pass opens play at that tournament against the Lane Renegades. The Eugene Bimart Challengers are also playing on day one against Siskiyous, and Willamette Valley is against Westview. All those games are from day one on the Eugene Grant Smith Wood Bat Tournament. Unfortunately, GP Nuggets TV will not be following the Grants Pass Nuggets to Eugene, at least not yet. We will later on this season when the Grants Pass Nuggets take on the Eugene Bimart Challengers in Area 4 league play. Our next broadcast is going to be Monday, June 24th at Roseburg against the Doc Stewarts, who are also 3-1 in league play. Definitely going to be a good matchup there. You can watch that one on GP Nuggets TV as well. And don't forget, Tuesday against Roseburg is the home opener. It's Little League Kids Night. If your little one wears his hat and or jersey to the ballpark, he gets in free with the purchase of one adult admission and, of course, $1 off on all ice cream sandwiches and ice cream sundaes. So, of course, bring your friends and family out to the Tuesday home opener. And if you can't make the trip to Roseburg, of course, tune into GP Nuggets TV on Monday as the Grants Pass Nuggets resume league play against the 3-1 Roseburg Doc Stewarts. Thank you for watching and following the Grants Pass Nuggets American Legion Youth Baseball, produced by J. Reese Sports and PlayActionSportsMedia.com. We hope you enjoyed our live broadcast on GP Nuggets TV online at gpnuggets.com, and be sure to share the online replay with your friends and family and follow us for all 16 more league games this season with the GP Nuggets. Our thanks to the Nuggets coaching staff and head coach Jeff Weiss. Again, congratulations to him for welcoming his new son into the world early this morning, Jackson Weiss. Of course, and thank you to our opponents, the Klamath Falls Falcons, for being such gracious hosts, and of course, head coach Pete Whistler of the Klamath Falls Falcons. Join us again on Monday for the Nuggets Oregon California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires, when the Grants Pass Nuggets go on the road to face the Roseburg Doc Stewarts at Legion Field. First pitch is set for 6 o'clock. Once again, our final scores from tonight. We opened with a 13-2 victory from the Grants Pass Nuggets, and we finished the night off with a 16-1 5-inning victory for Grants Pass. Thank you for watching, and so long from Kiger Stadium in Klamath Falls, Oregon.